Hello everyone, my name is Nino Bogdanovski. I am from Share Knowledge Macedonia, and yesterday I found out that my name is here in Georgia a bit confusing, but nevertheless. Today I will speak to you about our new idea. This is a project that is still proposed, it's not approved yet. We are hoping that it will be approved in the weeks to come. Sign language content as a new form of knowledge. Firstly, I must say to you the background of this project idea and how it started. Last year at the CA meeting in Ohrid, I was speaking about the project that we implemented, and that was capacity development for underrepresented communities. In this project, we worked with two types of underrepresented communities. That was the Macedonian Sign Language community and the speakers of Romanian and Romani language. Therefore, during the implementation of this project, an idea was born with the Macedonian Sign Language, how they can contribute more to the Wikimedia projects. The idea was born based on three basic things that we addressed or that we found during the implementation of the project. That was the challenges that we and the Macedonian Sign Language are facing during the implementation phase and during the lessons that we learned. So the challenges that Macedonian Sign Language, basically all sign languages I think, are facing are the difficulties in communication, discrimination in the society, and the comprehension of scientific terminology. During the implementation phase of the capacity development for underrepresented communities, we had organized a seminar where we tried to implement the Macedonian Sign Language in the Wikimedia movement. We organized lectures for them, how to write articles, how to edit articles on Wikipedia, but as the Macedonian Sign Language is not their main language, they faced difficulties writing and editing. So we were organizing sessions for recording videos. They were creating their own users, and they were creating their own videos about some article on Wikipedia. They were translating this way on the sign language that article, and the articles were then uploaded on the Wikimedia Commons. The lessons that we learned during this project is that during the first one, the original project, Capacity Development for Underrepresented Communities, is that collaboration with a sign language interpreter is a must. Basically from the beginning, from the research phase till the end, as communication between us and the sign language was almost daily. Then the sign language users are generally not, as I mentioned before, that they are not fluent in their native language, spoken within their family and friends. And the last thing that we learned, and that is the basic ground of the new idea, is that working with the sign language community requires innovating in free knowledge. So the idea that was born was to produce high quality videos documenting scientific terminology interpreted in Macedonian Sign Language. For start, we are taking 100 economic and 100 legal terms. For the future, there are many scientific terminology and segments which we can apply this idea to. The project goal, as I said, is identifying high impact topics for users of Macedonian Sign Language, as well as producing videos that documented these identified topics. Of course, with collaboration with professional sign language interpreters. As we learned during the last project, the users of the Macedonian Sign Language or the deaf people who have hearing impairments are facing difficulties in everyday communication with institutions and etc. For example, when they are applying for a loan in bank, they don't know the terminology. They are using the sign language interpreters when they can, if they can. But also the sign language interpreters are not experts in every field, so they have, let's say, approximate knowledge of many things, but they are not experts in law, they are not experts in economics, medical terms they don't know. So this way we can help not also the sign language community or the users of the sign language, but also the interpreters to give more and more precise translation or interpreting to such a subjects. This project is planned, basically this is standard segmentation in 3 phases: research phase, implementation phase, and evaluation phase. In the research phase, we will conduct a research together with the Macedonian Sign Language interpreters about which of the economics and legal terms we are going to translate in this project, and we're going to make a list with that terminology. I didn't mention that we are going to engage legal and economics experts, which will collaborate with the sign language interpreters, and their job will be to, as much as possible, simply explain each economic term or law or legal term to the interpreters, so they can basically understand, but to be true, not to be something else. As I mentioned, the help of the sign language interpreters is from its beginning to the end. Creating small council with users of Macedonian Sign Language. This idea also is in the research phase here. Mostly it will be in the implementation phase, because this idea is creating some small group of 3 to 5 people who are users of the sign language, who don't know, who are metaphorically speaking the sign language, who are using the sign language, to give immediate feedback, instant feedback during the creation of the videos. So, for example, if you are taking, let's say, interest rate as a terminology in which we will interpret, this small council will have the job to, during the recordings of the videos, to say, yes, we can understand what are you trying to say, we can understand this terminology, and go to the next one, because this is some sort of better to be safe than to be sorry, because if we are creating, let's say, we finish the project with 200 terminology, 200 videos, and no one can understand of the sign language what are we trying to say, because in our country we had different organization, different project, everything was different, but they on their own hand were creating something similar, and the sign language community was like, we are watching this, but we cannot understand anything, so what's the point of this project? And the last one I already mentioned, compiling a list of 100 economic and legal terms. The implementation phase, as you can guess, is preparing the interpretations, the collaboration between the economic and legal experts with the sign language interpreters, recording the videos. Here we are planning to engage with a media production company to create high quality videos and to edit them in high quality manner. Uploading the videos, Right now we are considering uploading on Wikimedia Commons as a different separate category, and promoting videos. For the last one, we are planning an event to promote where we're gonna gather the sign language, Macedonian Sign Language community together, and we're gonna promote the event and this project. And also we are in talks with TV and radio hosts which have nationwide programs, and they're happy to contribute in their way, happy to have their guests to promote this project. This is basically everything I said before. And the evaluation phase, this is, we include the following activities: project evaluation, reporting, and storytelling. The most important thing here is to see the impact that it will have on the Macedonian Sign Language community, if it gave additional value to it. And more importantly, as we did in the last project, to learn the lessons, to see the obstacles and challenges that we're going to have, and to be prepared to share with other like-minded communities who have similar ideas, or who are going to be motivated by this project to implement in their own communities. So even if this evaluation phase and this will be at the end, we are still, because we had, as I mentioned, some experience before with this kind of project and with this kind of, let's say, minority community, working with minority communities. We are happy to help if you have any idea or are willing to take part in such a project. With our own experiences and with all our own mistakes that we make and how we manage to deal with them. So that's about it, I guess. Yes. So any questions? Yes. Thank you.
Yes. I had a question which I actually wrote in Meta about the subtitles. Would you?
You're that one. I was the subtitle. Well, the Macedonian subtitles will be prepared, because that will be the interpretation. You know, the communication. Yes, we can subtitle them in English, but that's it. Because as we learned before, not every sign language is the same. The Macedonian sign language is different. For example, I don't know where you come from, but
from Belarus, I can easily read in Macedonian.
No. I'm not saying about the languages. I'm saying about the sign language.
Yeah, I don't like the subtitles for the video with the sign language.
Okay. That will not be a problem. But with the sign language communities, other sign language communities, I don't think it will be helpful. Maybe if they can, if they know the, for example, English, they can learn. But then again, it's not the same. They can. Example, something is translated on English, but the sign of that, maybe in that sign language, it's not. I'm not speaker. Or I don't have family or relatives that speak the sign language. But I learned from the previous project that the signs are different. They may differ in other language communities, sign language communities. So Macedonian, yes. English, maybe, but
Macedonian will be enough.
or maybe English to give some added value, but this is mostly for the Macedonian Sign Language community, and to help them in everyday communication with institutions, as I said, banks or law offices or something like that. Thank you. Okay.
I'd like to ask Amira Haroni about technical implementations of sign languages.
Yes.
He said that there is some communities that tried to do something, but he couldn't explain what. Did you hear something about it? About not video documentation of the sign language
Mhm.
but trying to type something, not words.
I know. Yeah, I heard something. I think last year it was some idea, but I don't know.
So you didn't try to implement.
No, 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 no,
When
no, no.
you say that you, okay, you created a category on
Yeah.
phones, I think.
Yes, yes.
Did you try to use it on articles or probably, I don't know.
To merge them, I think it's possible. I think it's possible because when you have the database and it's easy to link them afterwards. But firstly, we're gonna put them in different category on commons. Then we're gonna if there is some applicable articles. I don't. Maybe some terminology is not even written on Wikipedia or on Macedonian language. So I don't know if every video will be applicable to connect with every article.
I just want to announce that I would have answers to you later.
Sorry?
I would have a lot of
Oh, questions? Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Feel free to say that.
Where do you publish the videos, or how do you publicize them, so which is, I guess, the interpreter, so they learn about the videos? So it's where do you plan to publish the videos?
I don't. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. This is still an idea. This project is proposed. It's not approved yet. So we haven't made the videos yet. The plan was to be finished in October or November this year, but because the answer is still.
So not when, but where?
Where?
How do you reach the community with the videos?
The public event that I speak for promoting the videos will be considered with users of the Macedonian Sign Language. So they have inner groups within themselves on social media mostly, and they are communicating with themselves on social media. So they are in different parts of our country, 4 or 5 maybe different areas, and they're communicating with themselves. But last year, when we were doing the seminar and recording the videos, they literally came from all the countries, so from all the cities. So I don't think that they are highly motivated for this idea to contribute as much as they can. So I don't think that will be a problem to promote the videos, as I think to promote the videos within the community. If that is so, enjoy your extra time that I gave.